how can hanging around the wrong people and, spending too much time with the wrong people hinder your success in trading? How can they affect you? How can somebody else affect your journey in life? And at the end of the day, I want to start off by just saying this. It's nobody else's fault if you don't become successful. It's nobody else's fault if you don't make it to accomplish your goals, because it's up to you at the end of the day to choose who you're around, to choose who you're spending the most time with, to choose the decisions that you're making are all up to you. But at the same time, I just want to say how certain friends and maybe even relationship can cause you, if you allow them to hinder your success. They can hold you back. And the reason I want to say this is, if you're not around people, if you're not spending a lot of time with people that are on the same journey as you, that are trying to chase after the same goals as you, a lot of times you guys are going to butt heads. And if you guys are butting heads, a lot of times to maintain that relationship, compromise is needed. And if those type of people always want to do things that go against the things that you're trying to accomplish, the things that you're trying to do, and even if they don't go against them, if they're not in line with those things, it's going to throw you off your pivot. Just imagine if, say you're being consistent, right? You're being consistent at your goals. You're working every single day. Say your goal is to work out, go to the gym. And say that you're going to the gym every single day, every single day, every single day, every single day, every single day. And you're building up that momentum. You're building up that discipline and consistency of going every single day. And eventually, your friend hits you up and they tell you, oh, let's go out to this party, let's drink. And say you do that because in your mind you think, oh, I went to the gym every single day this week and, I was disciplined, I did that, okay, cool. But now you go over to the club and you go out, you get drunk, you drink, you have a great time, you end up staying up super late. You wake up the next morning late, obviously, because you was out all night, and then you also feel like crap, so then you end up not going to the gym the next day, right? And then what does that correlate to? That correlates to you, like you made that decision that morning because you felt bad you didn't go to the gym. Now the next morning, it's that much easier for you to wake up and say that you feel a little bad and you're not going to go where you're going to go tomorrow, where you're going to go the next day, you're going to go the next day. And none of that would have happened if you would have just said no to that club. And, you can do that in a relationship. You could tell them no, but at the end of the day, that relationship is going to fail if every single time you're telling them no. And a lot of people aren't going to understand your journey, especially if they're not on the same type of journey as you. I've been in relationships, where I'm focusing on my goals, I'm studying, I'm trying to accomplish my goals, I'm trying to do something positive, and the person that I'm in the relationship with, they don't understand it. All they see is they see the negative side. They don't try to understand and see, where you're coming from, why you're doing the things that you're doing. You don't try to understand the reason that you have, and they'll take that the wrong way. They'll take it in a negative context, and they'll use it against you, and they'll cause arguments, they'll cause fights. And when you're being a trader, when you are a trader, the biggest and most important thing in your life is your mental. You have to have a clear mind. You have to have a tranquil mind. You have to be able to focus when you come to them charts. You have to be able to be clear-minded and look at the markets for exactly what they are and make good decisions. And I don't know if any of you guys, everybody should know this. When you're not in the best state of mind mentally, if you're not exactly happy, if you're stressed, if you just got done arguing, a lot of times you don't make the best decisions. A lot of times, out of anger, people don't make the best decisions. Out of sadness, people don't make the best decisions. And when you're in relationships with people, or you're in friendships with people, they pretty much have the ability to affect your emotions. And when you're a trader, when you're on this journey and you're trying to succeed, you're trying to study, you're trying to build consistency, those people have the ability to affect your emotions. They have the ability to get you out of your zone when you're locked in, out of your tunnel vision, out of your consistency, out of your repetition. They have the ability to take you out of that. And then they also have the ability to take you out of your mindset. You might be in a great mindset. You might be in a positive mindset. You might have a bunch of momentum. You might feel like what you're doing is working. You might feel like what you're doing is working. They might come up to you. They might also tell you like, oh, why are you spending all that time doing that? Like, there's no way that's going to pay off. And then you might start to self-doubt yourself because those people don't have the same vision that you have. They don't understand your vision. They haven't seen what you've seen. They haven't felt what you felt. They don't have the same beliefs and desires that you have. So a lot of times just being around the wrong people can really knock you off your pivot. And a lot of times, it's more beneficial to maybe not even just cut them off completely, but just distance yourself and, focus on you 100%. When you're on the road to achieving your goals and achieving your dreams, you have to be selfish. You don't have to be selfish in the sense where you can never answer the phone, you can never have a conversation, you can't be there for them when they need you, but you got to be selfish with your time. You have to be selfish with your energy. Your energy and your time is two of the most important things I believe in life, and that's what I've learned getting older. Your energy and your time is very important, especially in trading. Especially in trading. You need to, in trading, when you're first starting out, you need to give 100% of your energy and time to trading, because it is a lot of things that you have to learn. It's a lot of things that you have to go through. It's a lot of experiences that you have to experience. It's a lot of things within yourself that you have to overcome. It's a lot of different things, especially discipline, like discipline on its own, being disciplined. It's easier to be disciplined when you don't have a million different things trying to get you to do the thing that you're trying not to do. So, for example, say you are trying to lose weight and you have a bunch of snacks and ice cream in your house, and you're trying to be disciplined enough to not eat bad. It's 1,000 times harder to eat bad when you have those things right in front of you, right around you, than it is if you would get rid of all them things and you have to actually get up and go to the store to go ahead and eat ice cream or eat cookies or something like that. It's the same. It works the same way with friendships. It works the same way with relationships. If you have somebody that is always trying to do the things that you're trying to stay away from, and they're always inviting you to do those things, it's 1,000 times harder to tell them no. It's 1,000 times harder to stay away from them things, because why? You always have that door open into doing them things. The best way to be disciplined and kill a bad habit, to stay away from something that you don't want to do, is to close that door completely. To not give yourself a option, opportunity, make it as hard as possible for you to do that thing, to then get away from it and do what you're trying to do. Focus more on what you're trying to do, especially with focus. With trading, you need a lot of focus. You need to be able to focus in your studying, and you also need to be able to focus in your actual trading when you're trading your live account. And in order to be focused, it's easier to be focused when you don't have as many distractions, when you don't have as many people that in your life that you have to please. And I don't want anybody to get confused, and I don't want anybody to feel like I'm telling you guys that you guys have to be alone and cut everybody off. That's not the case. But if you don't do those things, you have to be more disciplined in limiting your time with them people, and being responsible for the time that you spend, and spend it wisely, because time is the only thing that we don't get back. A lot of people nowadays, they rather go out, have fun, enjoy life now. Me, on the other hand, the way I look at life is, I'd rather work my butt off now, so that once I get older and I get to the point where I'm 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, even 25 years old, I'm able to just chill, relax, and live the life I want to live. And by that time, when I look at the world and I look at the people I was around, if those people don't make the same decisions I'm making, if they don't change what they're doing, they're going to end up being the people that's working, wishing that they did what I did back in the day when I was younger, when they were younger. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to ever look back and have regret on my life. I always want to be proud of the decisions I make. I want the version of me in the future to look back at me and be thankful for the mindset that I had and the actions and the discipline that I took. And once I get to that age and I'm successful and I can really relax and really chill, I'm going to chill and I'm going to relax like a king. I ain't going to worry about nothing. I'm going to enjoy life, and I'm going to help out as many people as possible once I get to that point. And that's another thing with friendships and relationships. If you don't decide to be that person that's going to change your life and go after your goals and be the difference in them friends are going to struggle when they get older if they don't change their lives, because they're not going to have anybody that can tell them, look, this is what you need to do, and have the proof behind them, the actual results behind them to actually open their eyes and make them believe and change their life. A lot of times, if somebody broke goes up to you and tells you, yo, do this, and it will make you rich, you're not going to listen. But if somebody in a Lamborghini comes up to you and tells you, yo, if you do the X, Y, and Z, you might give them more of a, if you have the discipline and you have the right mindset, you might actually take action. And even if you don't, you'll actually at least listen and take what they're saying into consideration more than a homeless guy telling you that. And the homeless guy might be right, just as right as the rich guy. But it's just the way that us as humans look at things, us as people in society today look at things. And, you know, that's pretty much just all I got to say about this situation. Like, you really just got to be disciplined with your time. You really just got to be, you know, very mindful of how you're spending your time. And if you want to spend your time a certain way, what is the easiest way possible to spend it that way, and cut out all, and just make focusing on your goals, if that's really what you want to do, achieve your goals, make it as easy as possible. Why would you ever make it harder? Why would you ever make it harder? It may be a little bit hard to cut off your friends, or to not spend as much time, or to turn down fun times with your friends and the people that you love. But at the end of the day, 10 years from now, how do you even know that them friends are still going to be your friends? How do you even know that that girl's still gonna be your girl? How do you even know she's not cheating on you right now? How do you not know all these things? All you know at the end of the day is that if you make it 10 years, 20 years from now, God willingly, that you have yourself, that you'll still be there. You'll know that you'll still be there. You'll know that you'll still have yourself that you can rely on. And that's what you need to focus on 100%. That's why you need to be, you know, disciplined enough to be selfish about your time, about your energy, and make sure your life is set in the future. Don't ever put more time into somebody else that you don't even know if they're going to be there forever than you do in yourself. It just doesn't make sense. And I hope that a lot of you guys can relate and understand this message. And I hope that a lot of you guys can take action to this and change your lives and get to the point where, you know, you're able to have that success that you want to have. You're able to have that trading success that you want to have. Because I'm going to tell you right now, from experience, trading is not easy when you have a bunch of distractions. When you have, trading is consistency built. Like when you consistently win, you build that confidence to be able to take more and more trades to make bigger and bigger positions. But if you don't have that consistency with wins, if you don't have that consistency with studying, you're not going to have that consistency with wins. And if you don't have that consistency with wins, you're not going to have that confidence to take them bigger trades, which is going to result in more losses. So you got to have consistency first, and the way that you're going to get that consistency is being disciplined. And it's way more easy to be disciplined when you're very mindful of how you spend your time, and you spend your time in the right ways, and so you take intentional action on your goals and on the decisions that you're making in life, and you're very aware of the decisions that you're making in your life. I hope that you guys got a lot of value from this video. I hope that you guys, you know, take what I'm saying into consideration and really take it into consideration and apply it to your lives and have that success that I know that is out there for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below any other video recommendations that you guys want to see from me. I will gladly do it. Also, comment down below any other trading questions that you guys have, and I will gladly answer them. I just want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to give you guys value, and I want to give you guys motivation. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gone.